Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Ultimate General Civil War with me, your host, Luckymarine, and we are on to Cold Harbour. Now, in the last fight that we had, Laurel Hill, I've since discovered, well, I went back and looked at the video, but the difference between victory and draw in the last fight was a matter of 2,500 men. Had I realised that earlier, we probably wouldn't have gone for the final objective. Just because they put objectives in front of you doesn't mean you have to go for them, and in that case it probably wasn't beneficial. We could have taken the draw. We had the reputation to take that hit. I don't think it was much as a -50. This is a grand battle, so yeah. But it was only like 25,000 in terms of monies, which we could have easily soaked up, and we'd have got 2,500 less men, but I think we'd have lost less than 2,500 in attacking into that point. So it'd have been, what did we have? What were the numbers when we look back on it? Laurel, 11,300. I reckon we could have probably got that down to about 5,000 to 6,000 in terms of losses, and the casualties on the enemy side still be approaching 40,000 because they'd have continued to fight into our defensive positions. So anyway, I don't know. Still, I wouldn't have liked to see a draw here. I'd like to see victories all the way down. But anyway, onwards. Cold Harbour. So, as usual, let's go have a look where Cold Harbour is. So, the last fight that we just had, Laurel Hill, which is over here, I think. Come on, we've only just fought it. Come on. It's not all the way up here, is it? Let's turn. Yeah. Get to the weird geographical thing and then continue Elkins. Beyond Elkins. Here we go. Laurel Hill Battlefield. Got there eventually. So we're here. We've just had a fight here. We've apparently lost. And we've retreated further and further back, and now we're on the outskirts of Richmond, where we will fight the Battle of Cold Harbour, which is, I think, here. Come on. Yep, Cold Harbour National Cemetery, Cold Harbour Battlefield. What are you doing jumping around my broom, you silly cat? So let's have a look. The battlefield down here is going to be not as mountainous as we've just had in Laurel Hill. It's going to be quite flat terrain. Let's have a little look just here, I think. Oh, cannons. Lovely. Yeah, I think this is the type of ground that we'll be fighting over. So we're just going to be in, it'll be just this kind of woodland. Let's go on, let's go down the road a little bit. Oh wow. Didn't realise you could zoom in this close at this angle. Nice. Cold Harbour National Cemetery. Let's have a little look down here. A lot of people. Lots of people. Anyway, let's go. That's a really cool view, actually. I didn't know you could get in so close with Google Maps. I'm sure you can't do it everywhere. Bloody run. That has to be something to do with this fight. If it's not, I'll be surprised. I've actually been near this. Why have you spun yourself around? I can't orientate myself. Oh no, I haven't. I'm just being weird. I've actually been around this area of the world whilst I was in training. The year 2000, I think it was. No, it'll be 2001 when we were out over here. We had foot and mouth disease break out in our training area, You see, it has slightly kind of shifted on its side. That's what's put me off. And the Royal Marines do all their training in here, right? A place called Limpston Commando. It has its own training. It has its own train station. It's pretty cool. And that's where we do all our training. And we do our training on Woodbury Common, which is here. So nothing like the terrain that you've seen that I've just pointed out. It's all scrubland, a little bit of forest and what have you. And then Dartmoor, which is the arsehole of the world, which is just covered in it's horrific. It really is. It's boggy, it's horrible. A lot of prehistoric stuff, lots of stone circles, lots of standing stones, all that kind of stuff. You can't really appreciate them too much when you're breathing out your arse, trying to lug lots of weight around, but still. Also, let's have a... Sorry about this. Getting a little bit nostalgic here. Also, there used to be, if you'd really fucked up, used to do something called a mud run. So you cross over the train tracks, and you'd end up in this mud, and you go around making you... I think, is that a 2 something? I think it's 3 2. So there's definitely a number there. I think there's... But yeah, you can see numbers that have been run into the mud, and this isn't just, you know, ankle deep. It's fine. This is full on estuary, silty kind of. At this point, you're knees deep in mud. Fun times, fun times. But yeah, he had to. The training team had to get special dispensation for sending you out on a mud run, and apparently you're only meant to do it once in your entire training of 30 odd weeks. Anyway, there was a foot and mouth outbreak over here, so they sent about 8 troops worth of us over here to complete our training, which was pretty cool, I suppose. It was nothing like the terrain that we had. It was 40p hill, by the way. Did I mention that? If I haven't, I have now. 40p hill, just there. Which is, I think it's an American Marine base or army garrison or something. Yeah. And we were in what is a secondary forest, which is it's horrific to go through. We had to learn a whole new style of fighting, which is Fiwaf, fighting in woods and forests. It's horrible. We went there in summertime, and it's a bit different. It's a bit hotter, one might assume. Anyway, back to what we're doing. Richmond, outskirts of Richmond. Where am I looking? Where am I looking? Let's turn you back on so I can just here. Cold Harbour. Looks like a nice flat place to be, actually. Yeah, let's just get into this now. The history of my life has already been said. So minus 15% enemy army size. That's fair enough. Now there's 2 ways of doing it. What's the difference here for a draw? Not that much. Okay. There are 2 ways of doing Cold Harbour. One is a first day victory, and the second is a protracted 3-day kind of slogfest. So Third Corps goes left flank. First Corps right flank. You tomorrow's reinforcements. So I think I'm going to do 2 videos here. I'm going to do one which is the short, sharp, take it quick, move on to the next fight. And the second video, I'm sure it's going to be more than one video, will be the protracted grinding down of the enemy, because I think that's what needs to happen. So they've got quite a few people at the moment. And that's not ideal for us looking forward into the next fight. Okay. You can definitely see. You can definitely see where the start of sort of First World War tactics are starting to come in, where people are entrenching themselves almost on each side, which is where so many of the later fights in the Civil War, the American Civil War even, they were so lopsided because they were fighting a new type of war with old style tactics. There were armies coming up against the defensive positions, and they were still of the mindset that it's alright, we'll just throw enough men at it and we'll win the day, when that wasn't a thing. They just couldn't do that anymore. Okay, so lots of people. We're going to take this point. Now, in order to take this point, we need to be uber mega aggressive. Yep, uber mega aggressive. With this point, we also need to put men in these woods here, because this is where the defenders come from, where they get their support from. If we can control these woods, maybe a little bit here, we can hold. Enough, diddy. We can hold the enemy's reinforcements here and just tick out the clock, and win the day. And win the day on day one. So that's what we're going to try and do. So, quickest route to here would probably actually be if we push you further north, getting through there, through this farm, and then through the woods there. Actually no, we'll put 2 units up there, we'll put 2 units just here to cut through these woods, take a low line. I want you 3 to charge headlong into this. Palmer, let's push you up there. We'll hide you in these woods. In fact, when we start, we'll split skirmishers off from Pettigrew, and we'll anchor them here. Johnson, let's get you up. We're the ones that are going to be smashing. There's no cover here. Hopefully, I think he'll impart something like a 10% cover bonus, which will be useful. Okay, so who have we got? Kennedy. Let's get you through that gap, and then up that way. Okay, and I need you both to run. Palmer, need you to run as well. No, let's get it. This is Palmer. Pretty much the same line. I need you to run as well. Try to avoid as much of the forest as you can, just because you visibly slow down when you're in the forest. Pettigrew, skirmishers off from you, and we'll put you this point here, just to make sure that we don't get anyone in behind us. I think the way it's set up here, with all the defensive positions, it's almost encouraging you to play it safe. But if you do that, you're not going to win on the first day. We don't have long. Pettigrew themselves, let's get you that way. Let's get you running. Siegfried, no, through the gap. I need you to run. I need whoever this is, Semmers. I need you to run. Wilcox, have I given you an order? Yep, I've already given you an order. Siegfried, I've given you an order. Yep. All of you, bar the general, toggle and untoggle run, just to make sure that we've got them all. And the proof will be in the pudding, I suppose. These two cover off here, make sure that if any reinforcements do enter the battlefield, we've covered off. These two units, 2? Yeah, 2. We've already got 3 down here. We'll probably push Pettigrew beyond and get him into this corner. Once the reinforcements get through, I want them to be tied up. Hopefully these 3 should be more than enough to overrun this position. But that's the idea. Let's see if if it works in practice. Now Wilcox, I'll split skirmishers off from you. I'll skirmishers down here. Oh no, they were Siegfried. Summers, again, skirmishers off from you. Let's push you a little further north. Skirmishers off. Let's push you ahead of the line. So we're spotted here. Got Robertson out in the field just over yonder. We threw that position into the cannon. Fairly certain I gave you an order. And Johnson, we were meant to keep you up with the attacking group. Right, we just need to steamroll these guys. Just get through. Need you to carry on. You all on. It's unfortunate but necessary. Okay, you pull back into a little bit of cover. Vanguard against, I believe that's Custer. You continue. You move up. You fire onto the skirmishers, you turn around and take them out whilst you face forward. And you take them out. You should be firing into this. You're moving on. We can't get too caught up here on these defenders. We just gotta get through them. Here's Greg. Ooh, good. I'll get you away and we will continue on. So will you. You ditch out skirmishers. Skirmishers. You, yeah, kind of almost sort of deal with them. The rest, we need to be going. No, just detach skirmishers. Let them deal with this. The bulk of you need to continue. Weird how we don't get you to use their defensive positions, isn't it? Oh, turn around. You, split. Go and support them. Alright, 100% cover. Not spotted. I'd like you to hold there if you can. You've got rid of that cannon, which is great. We should be able to walk down here and squish what's left in this area. 2 skirmishers on 1. That's going to be easy. We'll actually send Johnson to where the next bit of pressure is going to come from, which is up here. Sixth Corps General Wright begins to arrive. We will soon become outnumbered. War infantry of the 6th Corps sighted. General 6th Corps is threatening our small forces. We should fall back to our trenches. How about no? I need you in there, and I need you to hold your position. You're going to take a few hits, but it's going to be worth it, trust me. You continue to move up. Let's continue trying to chase Chapman down. Okay, Palm Skirmishers, you're doing amazing work there. However, when we get into position, actually no, yeah, when we get into position we'll have some skirmishers pull back. Again, skirmishers operate the gap between Kennedy and Geddes. We'll try to get Palmer all the way around the back. Pettigrew can just sit deep here. Vetach, I want you around the back. Trying to tie up both of those cannons. Do you have... Yeah, we can still split skirmishers off Viach. Viach? What did I say before? Vetach. Apologies for anyone who is named Viach. Right, that and that. One's a flank, if the other isn't. You continue to move. You continue to move. Can we split skirmishers off either of you? Nope. We have Siegfried. Available if it needs to be. You pull out. You pull out as well. I'll have you spinning around on your axis. Oh, come on. There is no way. There is no way. You're still alive, are you? Like, we can't check Palmer. But he didn't pop up as a he has died. Can't have been that good. Want you all the way back around the back. You operate in the gap there. Palmer skirmishers, I want you on a flank, sort of. Semi skirmishers. We'll pull around the back. Pedro is going to take a bit of a hammer in here. But if we can keep them contained for an hour and 20 minutes, then things are looking good. You continue, you continue. Let's unhold you and spin you around a smidgen. Now when you fire into the side of Upton, that's going to be the most effective thing for you now. So if you pushed up, let's pull you out a little bit. Looks like it's being targeted by the cannon. I'm not surprised. Split skirmishers from you. Skirmishers, you continue on. Viach. You in these woods. Oh. Yeah, that's nasty. Alright, Palmer, you move a little. You fire into Wheaton, you fire into Wheaton. Johnson, let's pull you out this way a little bit. Just to give Pettigrew a little bit of a pep talk. Alright, excellent. 10 beaten away. I think my washing machine is starting to take off. You move on, you move into a little bit of cover. Let's get you through these woods. Lost track. Oh no, we haven't lost track. So have you over here. One go slightly further north. Want you this way. You should be firing into Davis. If not, charge him down. Fine with Devon just being here, looking at us. Well, not looking at us because we've disappeared from view. He's just, I don't know, paddling maybe. It's probably a nice day for it. Palmer is wounded. Major General Paul Palmer. Who's Palmer? Palmer. Alright, do what you can to the cannon. You spin. You continue. Like I can see them on the map here, so I know where they are in relation to this unit. You shots into the back of Cross. You should be firing there, you're firing there, yep, good, 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 good. Don't know what cannon they're using, but he's not in volume. This, no, this isn't within range. These must be the parrots. You fire at Thompson as well. Might be able to nail him. You move up. You move up as well. Nope, just fire into him. Just firing into him. Please. Viaj, I know I got your name wrong, but just sit there. You brought this upon yourself. You could have been done with Thompson and turned the other way around long before that shit happened. I have no sympathy for you. Prick. Turn around. Do your fucking job. Oh, I get so angry. Get so angry. That's how you two moving up. And you're at the very limit of your range there, but they are still within range to an extent. Let's have you into cover. If it's gonna be canister shot anyway, we might as well get closer. Still paddling? Yep, they've been still paddling. No, I need to get right in the cover. You fire up into Kellogg. You push up. Let's try putting enough pressure onto Tompkins that he decides better of being there. Looks like the Cav have finally given up the ghost. Excellent. You two can now move up. 3. Who else have I picked up? Nope. You just spin yourself around a little bit. I'll push these two up beside you, along with Geddes. Welling has been left exposed, so we'll do that. You continue to get shots into Tompkins if you can. You 4 as a group. Let's get you up. Kennedy as well. Take that short move. And we'll move up behind the line just to help out a little bit. How are we getting on with the skirmishers? Yeah, right. I need you back over here. Got skirmishers. You go back to your unit. Send the skirmishers. Or better go. Let's push you forward if you're gonna go. End up waltzing down the line. You two. Just there. That's a flank into Eustace. Could probably do with pushing Johnson up here, actually. Viach is low morale. Was low on morale. Everyone else is pretty much spot on. Get us. You go back to your unit, Palmer. Are you on the front line? Yep. You go back to your unit as well. Let's just bulk out people that are here. Summers is down here, I think. Yeah. Alright. Let's bring you up. You two go back to your unit. Let's put you on the point, just in case shenanigans happen. Let's get you off the field. Okay, this way. Where do you think you're going? Fiat, Kennedy even, and Getters. Like you just there. Maybe not. Alright, Kennedy, just shuffle yourself forward. Please don't fire at the supplies. We may need them. You into the side, Upton. Alright, you two continue that press. Get you press up as well. Who is this? Oh, I see. You fire into this as well. Palmer skirmishers have merged with the parent group, parent unit. Press you two forwards as well. We're back to our old routine of squishing people into corners and murdering them. Let's continue to press. Not allow them time to get their shit together. Even if they do, in an area that's this densely packed, they're just, unless they're cannons, they're not going to be able to fire through one another. I will up the speed a little bit. Johnson, let's get you a pair as well. You're not firing. Press your forward until you can. One, two, three, four. Can we now properly wrap you up? Yeah, kind of. Maybe not that close though. I don't want to end up in melee. That'll do. And that's Cold Harbour. The Grand Battle of Cold Harbour. You're not within range, you're not. Ready to move up a little bit. Imagine how many men you can squish into a tiny corner when they're trying to run away. Ready? Alright. Riach, you move forward then. Victory. Yeah, but it is a victory, but then I don't know, it's not really, is it? It's not what it's meant to be. Numbers are alright, but okay. That will be our first upload of the day. However, I'm going to go back and I'm going to play Cold Harbor a little differently so that we play all 3 days. Because I want to kill more people, and I think that we can, and I think that we are capable of killing more people. So look how much. They're going to get 82,000. So let's go back. We'll play Cold Harbor again. We'll play out the 3 days how it's meant to be played out. Because I've never actually played out the 3 days of Cold Harbor. I've done this twice now, and I've picked that particular tactic both times. So I'd like to see what happens in the other days. Anyway, I've been Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. Next video is going to be Cold Harbor again. But yeah, should be fun. Hopefully. Until then, do take care.